Well, I was talking about that Axelson gear in train, and here it is. Kind of move around a little bit, and you can see just how that is. That's a real throwback back to the old days of how a gear in train would look like. Like the modern Monarchs. This stuff's all miniaturized and shoved in a compartment. Now, one thing cool here is it's got the old-time tumbler gears here, and all the gears that idle are on needle bearings. And that's the way the Axelson is throughout. I have not found a bronze bushing anywhere. Everything's needle bearings, Timken bearings, roller bearings, or some kind of a anti-friction bearing. So there's that in train there. Really nice. In really good shape this thing is for as old as it is. Amazing. The quality. And again, these end gears are 7/8 inch wide, but that doesn't mean any change gears you have to be that wide. You can put anything you want as long as it has the right pitch. Yeah, isn't that something? Look at that. Yeah, some other details you might find interesting. The apron on this. If you're not familiar with like a Lodge and Shipley power turn, it's similar. The front of the apron comes off, and you can just pop the front of that apron off, remove the hand wheel and these levers and junk, and take I don't know, 25 bolts out, and you can pull the front of the apron off and work on the gears in there and the clutches. Really easy to do. Another really interesting feature of the Axelson lathe is the lead screw under tension, and it's got thrust bearings in that holder right there, and you can see the lead screw here. We'll go on over to this end, and here's the adjustment. I mean, there's like no in play to worry about on this lead screw because it's under tension. Okay, and that below it is the feed rod. All that, all pretty basic there. I was kind of making fun of the gearbox here, how hard it is to shift, and I don't mean to make fun of it, you know. I mean, it's just so freaking heavy duty, you know. I don't know, I'll have to work, I'll end up with forearms like Popeye after a while, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, get over here on the end. You see the end bracket there. Yeah, that's pretty heavy duty in itself. And you know, at the end of the bed, now this particular lathe, this is the smallest, has an actual swing of 16.5 inches, and the width of the bed here is 15 inches. I mean, it's heavy and wide. That's good. Very, very good. The old style way wipers here, I think you can probably see it, has a spring-loaded brass scraper, so it scrapes the stuff off, and back in there it's got some felt stuffing. Same on the you can kind of see it here too. Let me see if I can get that centered pretty good. Crap, oh, here we are. Yeah, here's a wiper for the V-way, and if you can see in there, there's spring-loaded brass sheet metal in there that scrapes the way. Now, the way isn't really in pretty good shape on this. There's a little bit of wear on it, but you know, everything's so heavy on this thing that there's a little bit of wear hardly shows up. I have this thing sitting on this skid, and I have done a couple of test cuts, and I was getting a couple of tenths on a 5-inch lathe just hanging out of the chuck. This thing's not level or anything. So I'm impressed. It's okay. Yeah. I'll get back around over this way. Now this thing here is where I got myself in trouble, this old drill press, but it worked out okay. I pulled this out of a junkyard. Got a real heavy tilt table on it, some Morse speed, 9-inch column, 3-foot arm, Morse taper 4, 3 horsepower. This is really a nice machine. There's one just like it on the Battleship New Jersey. This thing is also out of the high energy weapons program, Hanford. And for some reason it was drug out in the weather and left for some years. And I've rescued it. Everything works now. The head moves. Gotta unlock it back here. This was all froze up. Absolutely drove me crazy. See? Works. This is the drive spline of the machine back here on this back side, and that was rusted up, and I've got way too much time in this thing. You know, I should have committed suicide. Really. Okay, but you know, in the end, I got a great machine. But in my opinion, really, you're better off finding a good machine in good shape like this sucker here, like this Axelson. I mean, it's taken some cleanup and stuff, but I don't have to tear it apart or scrape rust off it. Very nice, Axelson. Again, like the cross feed, that's all on needle bearings, roller bearings. There's no bushings. There's no slop in this thing. This is geared on Timken bearings, the compound slide. Now these earlier lathes, you might find this interesting, Axelson fans, only have one bolt securing the cross slide, or the top slide. And you know, not long after they went with 2 bolts, and everything they did to this machine up into the mid-50s or something like that was to improve it. But the old base machine like this ain't so bad. Yeah, isn't that cool? Let me back that old drill press there. Okay. Goodbye there.